The Valkyrie Cycle, a Monster Arts 2 actual play podcast by Midnight Ceremonies Media, Episode 8, Claws and Teeth. Hi, I'm Victoria Nielsen, and I play Silvia de Strisciantes in The Valkyrie Cycle. Before we begin the episode, a few reminders. If you're tweeting or posting about the show online, please use hashtag The Valkyrie Cycle or hashtag TVC Spoilers to take your content and to help us see anything you'd like to share with us. You can follow our official account at Midnight C Media on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok for updates and additional information about this show and more. Finally, a warning that this season deals with heavy themes, including recurring and intense depictions of generational trauma, internalized homophobia, violence, and inter-party conflict. For episode-specific content warnings, please check the episode description or visit our website at midnightceremoniesmedia.com. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoy episode 8 of The Valkyrie Cycle, Claws and Teeth.
A little bit of bookkeeping before we really jump back into it. So Cassie's condition, traumatized, was resolved from talking to Stephanie. Stephanie's condition, soulless, was resolved from talking to Caleb. Caleb's conditions, well, they're not really conditions, but Caleb's sort of status as part of Cesar and Silvia's failing dynasty is removed. He's no longer be held to either of those. He does still have the condition cheater, though. Well, list off what you guys all still have to keep in mind. Cassie still has dead meat and one of them. Stephanie still has above everyone and snake food. Lucian still has daddy's boy and snake food. Starfire still has snake food. Silvia has prey. And Quinn and Cesar sitting at a cool 0 conditions.
Quinn's fine.
Yeah, Quinn and Cesar are doing excellent.
Eden's also fine, by the way. It's just I'm also fine.
Okay. So, yeah, let's get back into it.
I'm scared.
Well, let's just resume back at the diner. Starfire and Eden, you are...
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Do you want me to wait?
Yes?
Yeah.
Damn, that's too bad. I say it with love in my heart, as always. You know that. I love all of you. I seek your destruction in the most loving way possible. I don't know. So, Starfire and Eden, you are sitting at a booth that has recently been vacated by your other 2 friends, and you've just seen Luna Hanlon come in, looking extremely angry because, Lucian turned into a wolf outside of the diner's big windows, and people got videos of it. Eden, as you glance back out the window, you see that Luna's little hatchback is pulled up, and you can see that your brother is in the back seat with Riley, and his eyes are huge. He's got his face sort of pressed up against the glass, and he's clearly talking to Riley. Riley looks really nervous, but Roman looks freaked out and also really curious because, man, that's not something you see every day. And you see that Luna slams down some cash on the bar and then walks over to your table and doesn't even look at Eden, but looks directly at Starfire and says, "Good morning."
Hi, sweetheart. Did you need something?
Yeah, can you get your fucking pack under control?
Look, I do not hold the amount of power over them that everyone seems to think I do. They kind of do whatever they want.
Are you the leader? Are you the pack leader? Because it sure seems like you are, and it sure seems like you have no fucking control over the rest of your wolves.
Are you coming to give me advice, Luna, or just chide me?
Well, if you want my advice, it'd be to get your fucking shit together, because did you see that? I sure saw that. Everyone in here just saw
Yeah,
that.
and what are your ideas?
Both of
What
you
gonna
fucking
do?
calm down. Take a chill pill.
All right, Ian, what you
Right
got?
now,
Mhm.
it doesn't matter whether who is a werewolf. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
might
matter
wanna say
who's
that
under control of whom. It matters that all these people fucking saw, and we have to deal with this. All right? So both of you need to chill out and need to be here in the moment. You can deal with your shit later. I'm gonna go call Eli and Justin, and we're going to get those videos off the internet.
Great.
I need the two
That
of
would be
you
great.
to try and convince the people in here to...
What, you want me
I
to
don't
tell
know.
them a movie was filming in town? That was
Sure.
special effects?
No,
I don't know.
There was like a gas leak down the street. That usually seems to work.
Yeah, maybe there's a gas leak in here. Maybe there's
know
like
what?
carbon
Sure.
monoxide around, and like people are getting visions or some shit. I don't know.
They all collectively got the same vision.
Yes.
You know what? Sure. You know what? I will workshop it. We will workshop it while you go and do that call. Thank you, Eden.
Thanks, Eden.
Genuine. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that was me being genuine. God.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I was not question. Whatever. Fuck. Eden. Thank you.
Yeah, Eden's gonna step out the door and instantly text Eli and Justin.
What do you text them?
Urgent. Video on the internet. Lucian Astor turning into a werewolf. Need it deleted. There's like no emotion in the text.
Yeah, I feel like you immediately get 2 thumbs up back from them. And then there's like a minute of like typing that you can see from both of them. And they go, LOL, what are you talking about?
Is there nothing?
No, we're scrubbing the videos, but
I'll tell you later. I'll tell you in school.
There's like another minute, and then Justin sends back, dude, what the fuck? In like all caps.
Eden's already gone back inside. Put his phone away.
Luna just like has like her big bag of like breakfast food and just says,
Did you want to sit down?
no, there are 2 children in my car waiting for this, so I need to go. Listen. Sorry, I'm upset. Sorry,
You don't have to
Yelled.
apologize. You don't have to. It makes sense that you're upset. I'm not angry that you're upset.
Okay, well, you and your pack have some shit that you all need to work through. I just would really appreciate it if you started working through it so that my family could stop being in danger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. You got it.
Cool. Thank you. I'm gonna go. See you around. She leaves.
Can I stop her in the door?
Mm-hmm.
Just catch her by the arm.
She sort of like looks like up and says, what?
Was this situation before us?
I can't talk about this right now.
Listen, I just need to know. My brother's in that car with you. I know you're
Brother?
angry.
He's safe. I would never. I don't know why you and your friends seem to think I'm some loose fucking cannon, but I'm not going to kill a child.
That's not what she was saying. We wouldn't. Why would we think that?
I just need...
Everyone seems to think that.
I don't.
Can you please just explain it to him normally?
Yeah, I'll tell him what's going on.
I was robbed of the chance of it being explained to me without me finding out first.
Yeah, I'll tell him.
Good.
Thank you.
Anything
Luna.
else? Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Don't worry.
She gives like a mock salute and heads out the door. And you see that like she like motions for like them to roll down the window and like tosses the bag of food in the back. And then pulls out of the parking lot and drives away.
Okay. That was fun. What,
Right.
okay, carbon monoxide?
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna go talk to what's their name? What was the person that the person that works at the diner?
I think last time Pam wasn't
There. It was someone
Pam
else.
Pam doesn't work the morning shift. There's like more than one guy who works here,
Yeah,
so we can
yeah.
have like
so
another
true.
dude. You go up to the second worker named like Terry.
All right. Yeah, Eden goes up to Terry and says, "You saw that, right?"
Well, what? The boy turning into the wolf, your argument with your friends, someone leaving out through the window. A lot of things have happened.
The first
I'm
thing.
guessing the big
first thing.
one. The
Yeah.
first one? Okay, yeah, I saw that.
Do you have like a carbon monoxide detector or something?
You see that Terry like thinks for a moment. It's like, I mean, probably.
Yeah.
And they
'cause-
like sort of like lean back towards the kitchen because there's like a window where the kitchen is, and to see into the kitchen is like, yo, do we have a carbon monoxide filter in here? And like one of the cooks is like, I think so. Check the back.
I think there might be something wrong with that. Could you go check real quick?
Sure. Yeah, it's been a weird day. Sure. They like head to the back.
While that conversation is happening, since Starfire is in fact paying attention, she is going to wander towards, I think the bathrooms are towards the back, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, wander towards the bathrooms, kind of just hang out, pretend she's scrolling through her phone, and 100% hit play on a YouTube video with a carbon monoxide alarm thing just going blaring.
You start playing that really loud, and you see that like people in the diner start like looking around, and
I too am going to start looking around.
Do you say anything?
I think I make pointed eye contact with Eden.
Terry is like halfway through like the swinging doors to like go back into the kitchen, and they hear that and they go, oh shit, hey guys, I think you all need to get out. I think that's like an alarm.
Everybody
Yeah,
out.
fuck Eden, that's a
Everybody
monoxide
out.
alarm. Everyone, we gotta get, yeah. I'm gonna start ushering people out.
Yeah.
I'm playing.
Yeah, everyone sort of like heads out, and like people all like leave the diner and sort of like stand out in the cold for a minute, and someone's like, we should call like the fire department, right?
Starfire is busy looking up on her phone, carbon monoxide detector best practice or whatever.
Yeah, Terry like gets out their phone and starts like, I don't know, calling the sheriff's office like, hey, I think there's like a carbon monoxide leak at the diner, and also like calling like the manager and like, the owner.
No. You should call 911. Like, probably tell them the like alarms going off. You know.
Yeah,
Nobody should go back inside. All of you should be out.
Yeah, we should probably get some people to the doctors. I don't know. Has anybody been hallucinating?
Has anybody been hallucinating?
This is so insane.
Has anybody been hallucinating?
The logic of asking, has anyone been hallucinating? Like, is anyone fully aware that they saw something that wasn't there?
One of them, you see like some like old guy who like carried his coffee mug outside with him, just says, I mean, we all saw the wolf, right?
The what?
What?
Gaslight gatekeeper.
There was a man walking his dog outside.
What? You see like people start like looking around like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, a man walking his husky.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Someone like pulls their phone out. It's like, no, I saw it too. I have a video. And then they're like, the fuck? I can't find it.
Yeah.
You guys, that's like an entire crowd of people. But hey, you know what? This is honestly so funny. It works. Like people, because Eden already told them told like Eli and Justin to scrub the video, so they're gone. So like everyone's like, wait, what?
If you all saw something, we should get
you to the doctor. Yeah,
we need a hospital stat.
Yeah, Terry has called 911. And like, 5-ish minutes later, like a couple of ambulances pull up. And they start.
Yeah, before that happens, I would like to leave.
Eden's still there. Eden's gonna make sure that everybody doesn't suspect anything, but afterwards is gonna head to school.
Yeah, okay, before Starfire leaves, she'll kind of like swing by Eden and be like, hey, okay, you got it? I am gonna go get fresh air, which is great after breathing carbon monoxide, generally.
You skipping?
Probably.
We still need to go find, we still need to find Cassie.
And that is where I'm going. So.
Okay, I'll join you after this.
No, actually, I think you going to school and staying here and making sure that this plays out safely is a great idea. I will go and I will text you updates. Lots of updates.
Okay.
I could even include a photo if you would like. I do that for my mother when I leave places.
Don't worry about it. Text me if you find her.
Okay. Thanks, Eden. And Starfire kind of gives her like a bump on the shoulder, like, the shoulder check, but in the friendly kind of way, and then is going to head out back towards where the wolf tracks
are.
Yeah. Eden, you stick around for a while. It seems like, yeah, you sure did successfully gaslight an entire crowd of people. And so, like, they're all just really confused and just like letting whatever's happening happen. And then eventually you head to school. Your phone has been blowing the fuck up like the entire time because Eli and Justin have like been taking all these videos down and just going like, dude, what the fuck? What the fuck? Is magic real? What the fuck?
Oh God, Eden's not qualified to tell them.
Meanwhile,
Eden's going to come into school fashionably late.
Well, the good thing is skipping homeroom won't like super affect your grade, and you probably won't get detention. Those of you who do skip class will probably get detention. Meanwhile, speaking of people skipping school, Lucian, what the fuck are you doing, bud?
Okay, so oh boy, he's in such a bad place. He's going after Stephanie is what he's doing. He needs to know where Stephanie is. Does Stephanie have snap maps? Stephanie seems like the person who'd have snap maps on.
Oh my God, this is not a deep cut at all, but I haven't used Snapchat in like 3 years, so it feels like
in
a
2017,
big deep
In
cut.
2017, everyone had like snap maps on. Like
Yeah,
no one does anymore
absolutely.
because that's evil and weird and bad, but like
No, she totally is the kind of person who has snap maps on.
She has like a whole custom Bitmoji and everything.
Yeah, she totally does. And she would totally have snap maps on as, like, a way to, like, brag about, like, all of the cool places that she's in. I hate that you thought about that, but it's... Because now I give you an excuse to find her, but she totally does that.
So yeah, he's running and then realizes that he has no, physical way of like really tracking Stephanie. So because I didn't say darkest self, I said he just transformed. He'll untransform, quickly check snap maps, and then and then go back into wolf form and continue running.
If I could animate, we would have wolf Lucian, then just pop, and then just like pop.
yeah, pretty much. It's not cool. It sort of stops the coolness, but from the factor of like, he's on a chase and he's mentally unhinged. Wait, let me check my phone. But he does that because he doesn't have any other way to get to Stephanie. So he'll check his maps and he'll bound over towards there. He's not completely just like in the middle of the street. He'll woods it up for like the pursuit, but he's not. I'm not brazenly. I'm not like going in like the suburbs. Like.
Yeah, good call. Okay. Yeah, you check snap maps. You see that Stephanie is kind of like in the middle of fucking nowhere at the moment. Like,
cool.
In the fucking woods. But yeah, you can totally get there because there, it's like roads and trails, you know where to go. It only takes, you're running and you're running through the woods, so it's still shorter than it would be if you were maybe driving. And you head up there. So, well, I'll let Saffron and Dia set the scene because you are in Stephanie's car.
Mm-hmm.
So what does Lucian see as the White Wolf pads up to this little sort of clearing in the woods?
I think the juiciest thing that he could see is literally where we left it, where Stephanie is cupping Cassie's face in her hands and just staring, looking into each other's eyes.
Well, that's what you see, Lucian.
It's the white Jeep, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. He'll look. And I think, I'll just let his actions speak for what his emotional state is at seeing that. I think he'll probably, he'll bound up to the, like, front of the car and, like, jump on top of the hood and, like, dig his fucking claws into the hood of the car.
Oh god.
Like he stops, he looks at it, and then just his paw starts to move.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit. Okay. Cassie's gonna just like grab Stephanie's arm, squeeze, and be like, "Stay in the car," and she's gonna open it and try and see what's on top
Cassie!
of the Jeep.
No!
Like slams the door closed behind them.
Oh god, oh shit.
Lucian's gonna headbutt the window.
Like the windshield?
The windshield, yeah. Can I roll to lash out physically against the windshield?
Yes, you can. Also, where are Cassie and Stephanie in the car? Are they in the back?
No, like Stephanie was in the driver's seat. Cassie was in the passenger seat.
Yeah. So you see the wolf and you feel the car like rocking back and forth. And then you headbutt the windows. Go ahead and roll to lash out physically.
Thank you. Oh, that was a 5 and 6 on the dice, ladies and gents. Plus all of my things as 3 volatiles, so 14.
Okay. What do you want to do? Do you just want to break the windshield?
What I would like to happen is for the windshield to be shattered. I don't want like big chunks of glass flying into people. I just would like it to be like broken enough that I can stick my head through. But I'm not like pouncing on top of or anything yet. I'm just like breaking it. It's still bad, but I'm breaking it, and then I'm like I want my face right up in Stephanie's face.
I mean, if the windshield shatters, she's probably gonna get cut up, right?
Well, the good thing is I watch a lot of videos of people breaking glass on TikTok. Don't ask me about it.
Same.
We're moving past that.
Same.
And so when like car windows shatter, like they don't break in like big chunks, and it's not usually like you'll probably get like a little bit cut up, but not a ton, because they like shatter sort of like this, and there's like webs in the glass to like prevent it from falling in on you.
Yeah.
Granted, like I mean, Lucian definitely exerts enough pressure, like he like headbutts it, and the whole thing just like splinters into like this kaleidoscope of glass, like centered on where his forehead hit the window, and then like he puts it, like if you put like a paw through, then all the glass would fall in, but it doesn't do you any harm, except like glass just fucking explodes all over your face and into the car and onto your laps. You don't get dealt any harm because the harm is being dealt to the car, not to you.
Yeah. Stephanie definitely puts her hands up to try to like brace herself.
Where exactly is Lucian positioned? Is he still like on the hood?
He's still on the hood, yeah. He's on the hood and looking like you've seen him fight things before. I want, like, you know, give you time to do things, but my next move is to drag Stephanie out of the car if you want to stop me.
Cassie's just gonna try and climb onto the hood and like grab him and try and pull him off the hood, or like just away from the windshield.
Roll to launch out physically. Or honestly, you know what? You can just roll with volatile.
Okay. That's a 6 and a 4 on the dice. That's a 10 plus 1. That's 11.
Anger.
How do you do this?
Cassie's gonna reach around, so like one arm is like over the wolf's shoulder, like in between the head and the neck, one like that, and then the other one underneath the other leg, and she's just gonna grab him and try and roll with him off the hood of the car.
Yeah, Stephanie, you like watch from like the fucking shattered windshield as Cassie like bowls this giant wolf over and tackles it to the ground.
Lucian, holy, what? She's just like pressing her face against his fur and trying to keep the grip on him. Lucian, what's wrong? Shift back. Can you shift back?
He's trying to get out of that and climbing back onto the car to drag Stephanie out of the windshield, if he can.
Well, I think Stephanie is going to scramble out of the car and out of, because she just saw Cassie disappear from view and is terrified and doesn't want to lose what she just got back, and so is going to open up the door and oh god, it's a wolf. I don't know what she just thinks it's a giant wolf. Can I try to cast Wither on the wolf?
Yeah. Roll with dark.
Okay, that's an 8. I will choose it to cause me 1 harm. Maybe less that the casting is doing 1 harm, but like in trying to scramble out and in like casting the spell, getting cut up in the process.
What does the spell do?
Oh god, I think it's just reactive in this moment. Like the teeth start like rotting maybe and like falling out.
What the fuck?
So Lucian, you are like squirming out of Cassie's hold because you are much bigger than them and them as like a person. And so as they like tackle you to the ground and you scramble up to your feet and turn back towards the car to try and grab Stephanie, you see that she's already out of the car and staring at you, and her hair is doing that thing again where it moves in no breeze, and you feel like just like sort of like a toothache suddenly, like all at once, and you feel like one of your teeth get loose and fall out, and you like spit it out, it lands on the ground, and you see it's completely black, and you can feel other ones starting to get loose. And Cassie and Stephanie, you're like watching like black rot like crawling out of Lucian's gums and covering his teeth.
Can I is it somatic? Does she use her hands to cast spells?
She's just staring at you.
Cool.
And I think as she's staring, she's like, Cassie, get back.
What's happening? Did you cast something?
Yeah?
Drop it.
Why?
Trust me, please, just drop it. And she's like gonna shift and she's gonna go to stand in front of Stephanie.
Lucian was trying to run to Stephanie as soon as fucking possible, so
I think as they're shouting at each other, you have a chance to.
I mean, fuck it. At this point, he's gonna lash out physically and try and claw her.
Okay.
Can I hold on? I took a new move recently. I don't know how it works exactly mechanically, but I took the move Take the Blow, and the description is when you leap into the way and take the blow instead of somebody else, roll with volatile. On a 10 up, you take the harm instead of them, but reduce it by 1. On a 7 to 9, you take the harm instead of them. Yeah,
you can do that. So first Lucian rolls to see if it works at all, and then you will roll.
Okay. Okay, so that would make it a 9.
Cassie, you make your roll.
4 and a 1, so that's a 5 plus 1 from volatile, so that's 6. So I fail.
Yeah. Mark your experience. But you try and leap you shift and try and leap in the way between Lucian and Stephanie, but you're too slow. And now you can choose Lucian. They learn something about your true nature and then gain a string on you. The MC decides how bad the harm turns out. You become your darkest self.
She can learn something about my true nature, because I think after that, Lucian, after he like, he wants to like, is it fucked up if I say like claw or like across like the face? Is that yeah, sure. Yeah, I want to mess up her perfect image, clawing her across the face. Maybe cut some of her hair so she has shitty bangs now or something. And after that, he then transforms out of werewolf, so that the true nature thing is that she figures out that he's a werewolf. He sees her, and then like as after that happens, he just goes into fucking punch her again. Would be next. So he claws, drops, hit.
Amazing. Okay. So I will say, because you're attacking her face, and it sounds like what you're doing is somewhat superficial. Stephanie, you're dealt 1 harm.
Okay.
And still hurts as these giant wolf claws go like just diagonally across your face and take off like a huge chunk of your hair. Just like left eye to like right cheek. These like 3 long, like gaping scratches. And then you see that the wolf shrinks and Lucian Astor is standing there with your blood on his hands.
Does he have teeth?
Yes. Yeah, he has his own teeth.
Thank you.
You?
He just stares right back into Stephanie's eyes, and I don't think he says anything. Just fucking hits her if she starts to try and say something again.
Does Cassie do anything?
I mean, she's gonna try and pull Lucian away again. He's back in he's human again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's gonna shift back to human and like same thing, arms around the chest, trying to pull him away from Stephanie.
Do you allow that, Lucian?
Nope.
Okay. Roll volatile.
6 and a 1 on the dice. That's 7 plus 1, 8.
Cool. It's a partial success. So you start like pulling Lucian back, but Lucian, you can. I mean, this whole thing is fucked. Why the fuck is Cassie here with Stephanie? Why are they defending her? And you can feel as you're like in Cassie's arms, like his desperation to get you away from her.
I'll step back briefly, and I'll just stand there in between the two of them, just not even looking at Cassie, just looking at Stephanie with just hatred.
Cassie, what's going on?
Lucian? Can you look at me, please?
Why do you want to look at him?
Stephanie? Lucian.
You don't get to talk to me right now. Step the fuck aside.
What's the end goal here? Are you gonna tear it apart? You're gonna keep going until there's nothing left except blood and snow? Lucian, what are you gonna do after that?
Cassie, step back.
Please don't let him kill me.
Please. You... Lucian?
Lucian just looks at his hands and flexes them, covered in Stephanie's blood.
I can bind you again.
What?
I dropped the chains. Why are you still going after me?
You really just don't understand, do you? You just don't.
What is there to understand?
Never have, never will. And Lucian's gonna just try and walk forward, and he's gonna just try and walk forward again.
And attack her?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you just punching her?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll to lash out physically. Do you want to try and intervene again, Cassie?
Yeah. I'm gonna use. Can I use the move again?
Yeah, absolutely. What did you get, Lucian?
14.
Okay. What did you get, Cassie?
That's a 5 and a 4, so 9 plus 1, that's 10.
Okay. So you step forward and take a swing at Stephanie Chaplin, who looks like nearing hysterics, and Cassie, like in like the blink of an eye, is standing in front of you, and you punch them instead. This would have only been 1 harm, so it's you take it and reduce it by 1, so you're dealt no harm, Cassie. But Lucian does like get you just square across the cheekbone, and you can feel like already like that there's going to be a huge bruise there. And once again, Cassie is standing in front of Stephanie, defending her.
Lucian steps back and just stares fucking wide-eyed at Cassie.
At this point, Cassie is crying. She's just looking at him, and she's like hunched over a
I
bit.
think Stephanie is going to wrap, especially if Cassie's now in front of her, wrap her arms around Cassie's waist and like bury her face in Cassie's back, partly as like Stephanie is trying to comfort Cassie but also trying to hide.
Lucian's not going in again to try and do anything. He just steps back.
I'm sorry. I can't let you.
Can't let me what? Can't let me what? Do something for once? Balance the scales even a little bit? As with most things, you didn't tell me, but to my knowledge, didn't she fuck you over? Didn't she fuck over everyone? I thought you understood. You know what she did to me, and you know what she did to everyone else. And I will never let someone chain me again.
Lucian, I'm sorry. Can you please not kill me?
There has to be something else. Other than this. And she gestures to the glass and the blood.
Where if there is, I haven't found it yet. And he's gonna try and rush Stephanie again.
Ouch.
Go ahead and roll. This is fucked.
Yeah, it's a 6. It don't work.
Well, you do have a string on Stephanie because you did successfully harm her.
Yeah, let's make it a big success. Oh wait. Okay, but she can fucking hypnotize me if I don't have. I don't think he's caring about that. Yeah, I'll make it a big success. He doesn't have that much forethought at the moment to what's going on.
Okay. Cassie, are you going to try and intervene again?
No.
Okay. So on a 7 to 9, you harm them, but choose one. They learn something about your true nature and gain a string on you. The MC decides how bad the harm turns out, or you become your darkest self.
Oh, this is a dangerous question. Am I darkest self? But darkest self, I'm locked in werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
I think he wants to do this as himself. Yeah. You decide how bad the harm turns out, my man.
Okay. What are you trying to do? Like, how are you attacking her?
I am not gonna punch again. I want to throw her to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just want to throw. I want that move to have been me just like, yeah, ripping her off of Cassie and throwing her onto the ground. And then, yeah, like standing over Stephanie and just, yeah, just being like, I don't have to kill you. It's not what I'm here for. What I'm here for is just a little bit of justice. Just enough. Just something to feel like something is repaid. So you can keep living, Chaplain. Just know that everyone that you've hurt or chained or ruined remembers, and they feel it. They still feel it. And he'll like pull down his like sleeves and like show the like horrible fucked up wounds on his wrist and just be like, the chains may be gone, but the wounds never go away. And then he's just gonna like turn and just fucking start walking away.
Okay. As that happens, Stephanie, you are shoved to the ground and you feel you are ripped away from Cassie, who's been protecting you, and you are shoved to the ground and your back hits hard, cold dirt, and you feel all the air leave your lungs and you can't breathe. And you're already bleeding and you've already been hurt. And maybe Lucian wasn't trying to hurt you severely, but he's talking and then he's walking away. And so maybe he heard it, maybe he didn't, but there's a crunch and a snap as you hit the ground. And you can feel something in your rib cage pop where it shouldn't. You take 2 harm, which is 4. So you have 2 options. In order to skirt death, you can erase all of your strings and lose all of your power. Or you can go into your darkest self. Or you can die.
I think Stephanie is lying there. And like the world is going dim around her. And she was already so terrified. For a moment there, Lucian was talking, Maybe she did believe that she should have faced some consequences. But as that power is slipping away from her, everything is slipping away from her. She is goddamn Stephanie Chaplin. She has too much to live for, and she will enter her darkest self. She is bleeding, and her spine is broken, and her eyes go completely red. And she just snaps up off the ground. I think her body still looks a little broken. And she just looks at Lucian's retreating form, and she goes, I told you not to fuck with me. And I'm gonna try to cast Binding on Lucian Aster again.
Go ahead and roll.
Wait, do I need to be looking in your eyes, or can you just cast shit?
Do I need to...
Do you have a sympathetic token?
I do not actually have a sympathetic token on him.
But you know what's on the ground right now? Teeth.
Yeah, I'll snatch up a handful of teeth and snow and blood to smash in my fingers as I cast. And I think the chanting, the ritual for this cast, is just Stephanie going, fine. You're a wolf. You're a chained wolf. Those wounds will always be. Those wounds will always be. But you're nothing but a chained wolf. Daddy's boy. You always are someone else's.
Ooh, boy!
Go ahead and roll. And you get a +1 from Lucian's condition, Daddy's boy, because you're absolutely using it here.
Okay, so I rolled a 6. So +1 from that. Plus my dark. So that would be a 9, and I will use one of my strings on Lucian to make it a complete.
Okay. Ooh.
And I want to drag those. I want to summon those astral chains and drag him towards me.
On a 10 and up, the hex works and can easily be reversed, but you are now in your darkest self, so it has unexpected side effects and are more effective than you are comfortable with. You summon the chains again, and Lucian is shackled again, and you're yanked back into the snow so close. And Starfire, you're heading through the woods, following tracks, looking for Cassie. You're not even there. And you feel it. You feel something shift. Something in the world ripples and cracks. And in that clearing with Lucian and Stephanie and Cassie, there are 2 chained wolves. For a moment, Lucian is on the ground, and you see that he's chained and struggling against the chains again, and standing over him, almost like it's protecting him, trying to ward you off, is an outline, a silhouette of a wolf, with chains wrapped around its muzzle, and around its paws, and around its body, and then it's gone.
Starfire, I think, feels a wave of maybe nausea wash over her and starts running in the direction. Doesn't even think about it, just knows where they are. So she sees it there, though, right? It's not like anything's around her. She sees something happening at the clearing where they are.
It's like for a moment, you have like double vision, like an image imposed on another image, and you see like Stephanie and Lucian, but you see the wolf. You see your fate there. and then it's just you and the trees and the cold.
Okay. Just we're running. We're moving so fast.
I'll say that because Cassie's footprints lead in a different sort of direction from where they left from the diner, but you know where you need to go, and you can follow that.
Yep. So for a while, the footprints run next to the wolves, and then they split.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Eden's getting to school like a little bit later than everyone else. You're skipping homeroom. Silvia and Cesar, though, you guys have a normal morning, right?
Yeah.
Okay, one thing. I would know. All the seniors are in the, or, you know, all the PC seniors are in the same homeroom. I would see that Stephanie and Lucian are both not there. And we didn't play this out, but me and Percy talked about it, and like, Lucian would have told Cesar what Stephanie did to him. So I'm gonna text both of them. I'm gonna text Lucian, hey, are you okay? And I guess I'll text Stephanie the same thing, actually. They are probably busy and cannot respond, which is fine.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you get no response from either of them.
Cool. Do I see anything before the videos get scrubbed? Do I see anything of the shit that went down at the diner?
Roll to gaze into the abyss.
That I rolled a 9, but I'll just leave it as a mixed success.
Yeah, okay. So you catch like a glimpse of you're looking at somebody's like, you know, Snapchat stories and stuff like before school start, like before the bell rings. And you see like the tail end of like a video of like, you see like sort of like a big like a white wolf like sprinting away from the diner. You don't see like the transformation that didn't get caught on film. You just see that, and then but it's like, you know, like 3 seconds, so it just like closes, and then when you try and like hit the replay button on their story, the video's not there.
Okay. I mean, do I recognize the wolf?
You did see it Friday night, so
Yeah. So I know that's Lucian. Fuck. Oh. Just as a player, I don't want to take myself out of the school scene immediately. Okay, so I'm gonna, I guess, hope Lucian's okay. The only other thing I wanted to do was find Silvia at some point in like private, maybe as private as it can get in school.
yeah. Do you want to do that before class starts, or like during lunch or something?
Oh, if I can do it before class, that would be great.
Yeah. Sylvia is not inconspicuous when they pull up to school. They have like a giant motorcycle, so
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'll find them and I'll be like, hey, Silvia.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey, so I was at your party Friday. That was great. Like, thanks for throwing that party. You know, I did hear about you and Stephanie. That's like that's a huge shame, you know? But,
Yeah.
you know, maybe you're better
Sure.
off.
Probably am. She's not a great
Yeah.
person.
I mean, you know, yeah, between you and me, yeah, no, she's definitely not. But, you know, I just
Wait, weren't you like friends with her?
I mean, weren't you best friends with her?
Yeah, but like, aren't you still friends with her?
I mean, according to her. But, that's not important. She's not important. We don't need to talk about her right now. I just wanted to know if he's going to turn to her and be like, I just wanted to know, you're okay, and just let me know if I can do anything for you. And then I'm looking her in the eyes, and I want to cast Hypnotic. And I want to say, and also, I want you to tell me anything that you know that could ruin your family.
Go ahead and roll. I love this game. I love it a lot.
That is an 11.
Yeah. On a 10 and up, they do exactly what you wish and have no idea that anything is wrong. So, Silvia, what is something that would ruin your family?
I guess Sylvia's just gonna say, my dad's in jail because the cops think he's in charge of the family and the business, but he's not. It's my mom, and we have a bunch of drugs and weapons and potions and shit in the warehouse in Seattle, and then in our basement as well.
Wow, yeah. Thanks for telling me, Sylvia. Yeah, so I guess we'll talk later. Bye. He's gonna walk off.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Cool. Yeah, you have no idea that anything is wrong. So what do you, after that, you just both go to class?
Yeah, I guess if Sylvia has no idea anything really just happened, they're just gonna walk to homeroom.
Yeah, so you go to homeroom. So I keep forgetting that Luna is also a junior. And so she's in homeroom. Eden is also in homeroom. Starfire is missing. But like everyone else is like here. You see that like as you walk in, like Luna and Alex Kennedy are sort of like they're like Luna's like sitting on his desk and they're like talking and like too close for school, to be completely honest. But that's how teenagers are. But actually Eden isn't in homeroom because they're skipping homeroom. So you like walk in and Eden and Starfire are both not here.
Strange, but I don't really care.
Yeah. Eventually Eden shows up. Like you miss homeroom, Eden, but you do show up in time for like first period, right?
Yeah, I'd hope so.
Cool. You all go to class. Eden and Cesar, you guys both have Spanish first period together. Silvia, you're in class with Stephanie and Lucian for government. They're both not there.
Sylvia would definitely notice that Stephanie's not there because Stephanie like cares about school for some reason. So, but also still not happy with Stephanie. Question, okay. The illusions that was cast, would that like only be in effect if Sylvia's with Stephanie?
No, it's just still going. Which actually, like, speaking of, you hear like it's like a thing when you're like sort of in the hallway between like first and second period heading class. You like hear someone and then you like look to see and you can't like place the voice, but it's someone like says something like clearly like chatting to a friend that you hear offhand. apparently like Stephanie's like over it, found someone else. Yeah, you hear like the person that like someone else say, um, good for her, honestly.
Yeah. I think when Sylvia normally walks around school, they have their head up and they kind of walk around like, everyone get out of my way. But with like hearing those, Sylvia's definitely kind of like head down a little more.
Ian, eventually you show up for class. Do either of the do any of the three of you like want to talk to each other during like this first half of the school day?
I mean, okay. So, like, Eden comes into Spanish, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Spanish, I think, is already a blow-off class for Cesar, because it was for me. So he doesn't pay attention anyways. But, I mean, can we say they, like, sit together?
They absolutely sit together.
Okay, yeah. He's gonna, like... when Eden sits down, I mean, he doesn't know that she missed homeroom. He's gonna say, hey, how's your morning been?
Wild.
Oh, okay. Didn't expect that. Wild, what, in a bad way?
Well, like, half the diner got carbon monoxide poisoning while we were there.
What, okay? Are you okay? Jesus, what?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh.
Yeah, I was talking with I had breakfast with Lucian, Starfire, and Cassie.
Okay, great. That is actually something I wanted to talk to you about. Do you know if Lucian's okay? You know, just asking casually.
Okay, in what sense? Like, alive? Yes, probably.
Whoa, probably.
Mentally?
Eden, I love you. You're gonna have to start explaining a lot more.
Listen, I'm trying to still process my own
Your
thoughts
carbon
about
monoxide poisoning, right? Yeah.
It's, you know about the whole werewolf thing, right?
Yes, we have established werewolves are a thing,
And you know about Lucian?
yes, yeah, huh? Mm-hmm.
Okay, he transformed right in front of everybody at the diner.
Okay.
And Luna Hanlon was there. Some random ass unimportant people were there. My brother was there. Fuck.
So he's not okay.
I don't think so.
Do you... Okay. Do you want to get out of here? Like, leave school?
I need to... I just made Eli and Justin wipe everything off the internet. I owe them an explanation.
Okay, yeah.
But I do...
Totally.
I do really want to get out of here.
Do you want to come with me?
Where are you going?
I don't know. Out. Not here. To make sure Lucian is alive.
Are you going to go find Lucian?
I guess. Yes. Because Stephanie Chaplin is also not here.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Starfire went to go look for Cassie, and Cassie's not here.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, after.
No, we can just do it now. And I'm gonna raise my hand, and whoever the teacher is,
Yeah, the person who teaches Spanish at this school is like some white woman named Mrs. Smith.
no, what?
This is exactly what it was like at my high school, so I'm inflicting this on all of you. Yeah. She says, Cesar?
Yeah, hi. Sorry, Mrs. Smith. Eden isn't feeling well. I'm going to go accompany them to the nurse.
God, I'm so fucking tempted to make you ask it in Spanish. Because that's exactly what my teacher would do.
This is so fucked up.
Do it.
I mean, like, I feel like Eden probably looks upset, right?
Yeah.
Eden's very dazed.
You see her think about it. You see her hesitate for a moment, and she thinks about it, and then she looks at Eden and she goes, "Oh, yeah, that's fine. Take a hall pass."
Of course, thank you.
Yeah, so the two of you leave class, take the hall pass. It's just a piece of wood.
We're not returning it.
No.
You guys are getting detention.
Well, okay, here's the
We
thing.
deserve
Here's
it.
the thing. No. Here's the thing. I had also a contingency plan for this. When we leave school, is there is there like a person who like signs you out or whatever?
Yeah, there's a secretary.
Yeah. Can I go to the secretary?
Yeah, Mr. Thompson is he makes everyone call him Mr. T. And he's and yeah, he's behind the desk and he looks up at you guys as you come in and says, "Hey, what's up?"
Hey, hi, Mr. T. Eden isn't feeling well, and neither am I. So I'm gonna use hypnotic again, and I'm gonna say, so you're gonna sign us out, and you're not gonna give us any trouble.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Does Eden notice anything?
Yeah, absolutely.
What does it look like as Caesar's doing that?
Oh, okay. Well, Caesar's eyes are normally like a warm brown. They look human. They're fine. For a moment when he's talking to Mr. Thompson, because I'm not going to call him Mr. T out of character, when he's talking to Mr. Thompson, you think for a moment it might be like a trick of the light, because Caesar's eyes don't look brown. They look sort of hazel, and then they lighten to like this like eerie yellow green, and the pupils go slitted, and he blinks and they're back to normal. That is a 10.
Okay. Yeah. So Mr. T just sort of takes that in stride and says, "Yeah, of course. I mean, name, time, date on the sign-up sheet."
Yeah.
Do you have a hall pass?
We do.
Great. What class are you coming from?
Spanish. Miss Smith.
Cool. I will get that back to Mrs. Smith in between classes. Hope you kids feel better.
Of course. Thank you, Mr. T. Bye.
Thank you, Mr. T.
Yeah, of course. You guys head out. Where do you go?
Can I? Oh God! Wait! People have snap mats on.
Yep.
Oh
Can-
no.
Can we look to see where the people we're looking for are at? Okay, all the PCs that are not at school.
So you see that Stephanie's out in the woods, and you see that Lucian probably also has snap maps on. And so Lucian is also out there with her in the same spot in the woods.
We're fucking going. We're going immediately.
Wait.
This sucks.
Wait.
Whoa. I'm keys in the car. We're going.
Wait.
Eden can talk, but we're leaving.
What the fuck was that?
What the fuck was what?
With your eyes. What?
What?
Eden's kind of like backing off away from Cesar.
Oh my god. Are you in the car?
Eden's like not stepped in yet.
Eden.
Starfire told me about snake people, about Silvia, and
Okay.
she told me that
That's a Silvia
you're
thing.
bad.
I'm sorry, what?
She told me that I shouldn't trust
You shouldn't trust what?
Silvia.
Yeah, you shouldn't trust Silvia.
Are you two related?
What? No, what? I'm Mexican. She's Italian. What?
I don't know. Dude, I've had the weirdest fucking morning.
Uh-huh. I understand that, Eden. I
don't know what the fuck is going on, and nobody's explaining shit to me.
Eden. I don't know what you want me to say. Lucian and Stephanie are out in the woods alone, and I do not trust Stephanie. Are you coming with me?
Yes. And Eden hops in the car.
Okay, you guys head for the woods. So what's happening in the clearing?
Lucian is screaming on the ground again.
Stephanie's eyes are completely red. She holds the chain. She reaches a hand, holds out a hand to Cassie, and just says, I didn't think the world would accept me and what I wanted before, but now I can make sure it does. I will make the world work for us.
Lucian looks at Cassie and just says, I would never do this to you. And that's it.
Cassie's gonna look between Stephanie's hand and Lucian. And he's gonna take a step back. And then another one. And he's gonna start backing away from Stephanie. And towards Lucian.
You're gonna run away? After all this time?
You know we can't. I'm going to give you to the count of 3 to drop the spell, Stephanie. 1,
Why
2,
would he tried to kill me, Cassie? Why would I drop the
3,
spell?
and she's gonna shift. She's gonna go darkest self and lunge at Stephanie. That's actually got physically right. I gotta roll for that.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll.
That's a 6 and a 2, so that's an 8. Plus 1 volatile, that's a 9, and I'm gonna spend my last string on Stephanie to get that to a 10.
Okay. What do you want to do to Stephanie?
He's not gonna bite her. He's just gonna like lunge forward and like try and slam into the front of her chest to get her back down on the ground.
Yeah, you do that. You're knocked back down, Stephanie. But this time it's Cassie standing over you. You take 1 harm.
Cassie, I don't want to hurt you. Why you don't have to do this. We can be together. I can make sure we can be together.
There's no sound coming from Cassie. There's nothing. There's no reaction. It's just glowing golden eyes. And he leans forward and like presses his like nose like up, like he presses his muzzle up against her face and he's just staring, and then he starts growling under his breath.
Do you not want to be with me?
Can I roll to shut Stephanie down?
Yeah.
That's a 6 and a 6 plus 0 on my cold, so that's a 12.
Oh my god. Okay. So on a 10 and up, choose 1 from below. They lose a string on you. If they have no strings on you, gain 1 on them. They gain a condition, or you take 1 forward.
I'm gonna give Stephanie a condition. I think it's just gonna be like we're over or something like that. Just he continues to look into Stephanie's eyes, and there's nothing but resolution, I think, in Cassie's eyes. He just keeps pushing and keeps looking, and his paw on her chest, like he pushes it down onto her stomach, and it's harsh and it's definitive, and it's nothing like when he used to hold her in the summer. And I think Stephanie gets the feeling that when Cassie counted to 3, Stephanie stepped over a line that she shouldn't have crossed.
Cassie would feel the energy go out of Stephanie. The fight go out of her a little bit. And she closes her eyes and she drops the hex on Lucian, but she knows it's too late. And she just closes her eyes and lays there and accepts her fate.
This is when Starfire, you pull up just in time to see them drop. So you see there's a giant russet wolf with her paw on Stephanie's chest, laying on the ground. And also a fucked up Jeep is there too.
Also, how many bones are broken in Stephanie? Like, did they all magically get repaired?
when you skirt death, you erase all harm. I mean, basically what's going on with Stephanie, she's on like a crazy adrenaline rush right now, because like the effects of the harm inflicted doesn't go away when harm is erased. So like, yeah, Stephanie probably like definitely still has a broken rib.
I'm also kind of thinking it a little bit, like a little, almost like her magic is what is keeping her alive and up and going right now.
Got it.
Yeah. So, Starfire, you walk up.
Yeah.
You see the scene. What do you do?
What is everyone about to do? I want to know, like, the present.
Stephanie's dropped the spell, but Cassie doesn't have any way of knowing that. So she's still like on top of Stephanie, growling.
Knowing that Cassie doesn't know that the spell is released, Lucian would be about to get up and try and pull Cassie off of Stephanie because the spell's gone. And he doesn't want Cassie to kill Stephanie because he knows that Cassie would not be able to deal with that.
Stephanie's just lying there.
Okay, Starfire, I think, will run up to Lucian first, who is on the ground, presumably on his knees or something.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is happening?
Oh god, he's not thinking. I think he was sort of like rocked out of a little bit of his state by seeing Starfire, and then would say, "I'll fucking explain. Get Cassie now!" And then he's gonna start running to get Cassie off of Stephanie.
Starfire is gonna throw the chain out at Cassie and try to pull her back.
Absolutely. Roll the lash out physically.
Because that's the instinct. That's what she would do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, okay. That's 4 on the dice, but plus 3 for my volatile. And because of my move, the reaping, whenever I use the chain, a 7 to 9 counts as a 10 plus.
Ooh.
So that's a complete success.
Okay. I mean, you're not trying to hurt Cassie, but the chains are the chains, and Cassie's a werewolf. So Cassie will be dealt 1 harm as the chains wrap around him. And and Cassie, you can feel like it wrapping around you, and you can feel it burning. And you are yanked off of Stephanie.
Cassie doesn't resist at first. There's a sharp whine, and then he follows the chain and looks at I'm assuming the chain redirects his attention, so he sees Lucian and he sees Starfire, and he relaxes a little bit, but he doesn't shift back.
Lucian will just scream it's gone. She dropped the spell.
Cassie flicks their ears. Still doesn't shift back.
It's okay. You're okay. I'm sorry. Just stop, okay? Just stop.
Lucian will step forward, and he can tell that Cassie's in Cassie's darkest self, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this isn't normal Cassie werewolf.
Lucian will try and walk up with his hand out to Cassie, looking at wolves don't bruise, but looking at where he'd hit Cassie accidentally in the face earlier, be like, you can get me back if you need to get out of it.
Cassie shakes his head, and he goes forward, but he doesn't go to hurt Lucian. He just presses his muzzle into his hand and then crowds closer, to Lucian's chest.
Lucian will drop into Cassie and just cling on to Cassie and just start crying and just whispering to Cassie and be like, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I can't. I just couldn't do anything. I couldn't do anything. But it's my fault. And we can go. Okay, we can go. I never want you to feel like that. I never want anyone to feel like that. He's not letting go of Cassie.
Cassie doesn't move. He's just still in Lucian's arms. But he shifts to look back at Stephanie.
She's just kind of rolled over onto her side in the snow, curled in on herself a little bit.
While that's happening, can Starfire walk around Lucian and Cassie towards where Stephanie is?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Starfire pulls Stephanie up by like the front of her shirt, and like the chain is wrapped around Starfire's arm. And I think Starfire wants to pick her up, and not threateningly, but in a I am taking you out of the fight kind of way. Wants to pick her up and like push her against the car with the chain like blocking her neck.
Mm-hmm.
Like hand.
I'm guessing Stephanie doesn't resist.
No.
So what the fuck just happened?
No. I know you all want to kill me. You all want to kill me. Or maybe it's even worse than that. You just don't care. And I don't care either. I have lost this battle. Do whatever you want to me.
I'm not gonna hit someone who's down.
I can give you a reason to hit me.
I'd prefer that you didn't, really. You know, I'm not quite sure what to ask you. I had a lot of questions, and now I'm just more confused. So, what exactly did you do to him?
It's a spell I found online.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure people can't hurt you. Or hurt anyone, really. You know.
Is that the only one you can do?
I can do lots of things. I can make you not lie. I can make you see things. I can make your eyes bleed and your teeth fall out. I can enter your dreams. I can look into your eyes and ask you to do anything for me. And you will.
Will I? And does it ever go wrong? Does it ever not work the way you want it to?
Oh, lots of times.
Yeah. What do you do then?
I've always found some other way to get what I want.
Have you ever played euchre, Stephanie? It's a card game. Or players in teams of 2.
See, are you about to monologue to me?
Do you want me to?
No, I'd rather you fuck off.
I'm not planning on doing that, so. Have you ever played? Good, I'll teach you. 4 players, 2 teams. You play about 5 rounds. 3 tricks to win a
I'd
hand.
really rather you just kill me instead of going on this speech.
There's really only one catch though, which is that the best card isn't the ace, it's not the king, and it's not the queen. It's the jack. Because the people who made euchre were farmers, people who worked for the royalty. Well, they were ordered around because, royalty loves to sit in their ivory towers and ask other people to do things for them.
Literally, if you weren't pressing me against this jeep, I would.
Oh, but the good news, Stephanie, is that I am. So you're gonna keep listening, because at present you don't have another choice. My turn.
I'm going to stare into Starfire's eyes and try to cast hypnosis on her.
I'd like to let her.
Oh! Okay.
And I would like to look directly back into Stephanie Chaplin's eyes and use strange impressions to try and do the exact same thing to her.
So, I rolled a 6.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a failure. I was gonna try to get. What I was specifically gonna try to hypnotize Starfire to do is, Stephanie was gonna spit out, "Leave me alone."
I just want this to I just want this to work. So it doesn't. Okay.
I know it's like a harm you, but the idea of it is harmful, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like Stephanie, the actual like hypnosis doesn't go off. But you do try to do it, and Starfire, you can tell that Stephanie tried. You see that like gleam in her eyes and the magic gathering to her, and you know that she is trying to do something.
Okay, I think as she tries to do it, instead of the energy feeling directly outwards, like it's taking control, like she's holding Starfire, it feels like it's being absorbed into her. And the way that Stephanie's eyes bleed red, you see just that edges of Starfire's eyes decorated with a little bit of that watercolor, just bleeding back into them. And Starfire leans in really, really close, presses the chain tighter against her so she's all the way back, and says, "Jack trumps queen," and drops her.
I think that's a good place to end that scene. Meanwhile, Silvia, you go to class. What do you do after class? Do you just keep going to class like all morning? Is there anyone else you wanted to talk to while at school? Or like during lunch?
No.
Where do you sit at lunch?
Oh, shoot. Sylvia's not gonna go. She's gonna go to the library.
Cool.
That's where they normally go.
Are you doing like research on Blackwell?
Yes.
Just like looking for like names and like history like in Thornridge, or just sort of like a general like net? What are you looking for specifically?
We're just gonna sit down at a computer and Google Blackwell.
Do you wanna roll to gaze into the abyss on that?
I mean, wouldn't I have to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
That's a 7. And then dark is -1. That's a 6.
Cool. You let me see what happens when you type in Blackwell into Google. You get a retail company, a bookshop, publishing company. The Wikipedia page for Blackwell lists a bunch of towns in the UK, some in the US. None of this is helpful whatsoever.
All right, let's do Blackwell magic.
Okay. Like into Google? Are you typing
Yeah.
that, or are you okay?
Ooh, that's an 8 minus 1, so 7.
Okay. You search Blackwell magic into Google, and the thing is, like, the search results that come up are kind of weird. It's like, book series written by like a guy named something Blackwell. And that's like, sort of the main thing. But you do like, I mean, you also, because the thing is, like, you also get like your like location is set for like this area, so you also get like, targeted ads and stuff. And yeah, you see that on deep in like the like sort of maybe page 2 of Google. It's not that deep, but deeper than anyone ever dares to go. Is sort of like a little location of like just like a spot in the woods, like on a hiking trail. There's like a Blackwell tree, and you see that there's like a picture taken of like a tree with like BW carved into the side. It's like a picture from like a Google location that like was put there by like, some hiker tagging it.
Is this like in Thornridge or anywhere near there, or do I need to do like another search?
Oh, no.
Where it is?
It's nearby. It's like on a hiking trail, like, it's out in the woods.
Okay.
It's nearby.
Silvia is gonna go and like look up the trail and location.
Cool.
And then head on out. Not doing any checking out stuff, just leaving.
Amazing. You're getting detention. So, okay. So, Sylvia, you get on your bike, drive out to like this marked trail. You get out there, sort of, the sun is sort of high up, but it's still really cold. It's like, 20 degrees. And you get on the head on the trail, just start going.
We're gonna walk and be looking at trees.
Cool.
I feel like Sylvia's probably like pulled it up on their phone, so they like have the photo on their phone.
Yeah. You it takes like, it's like a 25-minute walk. But you find the tree, since like you have the location marked.
What does the tree look like? Anything like at this moment? Like, does it seem like the photo was taken like 10 years ago, or was it taken like a week ago? Is the tree decaying?
The photo, like the timestamp on the like the weird like Google like location is from a couple of years ago. But the tree now, like, I mean, it doesn't have any leaves on it. It's winter. And it looks like kind of the same as did in that photo, except that, the photo is like taken during like summer or something. Everything is like very green and leafy, and now it's like all dark and barren. And you see that like the carving is like exactly the same. It's just like, I mean, the thing is, it could mean anything. It's just BW, nothing else.
Is there anything else around the tree, like on the ground? Anything suspicious?
Not that you can see.
Yeah, Sylvia's gonna just like put her hand on the tree and look around and be like, trying to see if there's anything weird about the tree.
Yeah. Um, as you touch the tree, you get like a sort of, it's like there's sort of like a energy that it's like you get shocked almost. And well, people don't get shocked when they touch trees. But also like you get the feeling that this is, as you touch it, it's like you get like a glimpse into like the sort of like part of like the world that is hidden from most people's like normal senses, and you for a split second can just like feel like the magic in the air, like of this entire forest, and it's all sort of concentrated here.
Sylvia's gonna like lean up against the tree with one ear and knock on the tree. And then just say like, hello? We're in a desperate state. Victoria and Silvia.
You knock on the tree and you say hello, and you roll dark, just straight dark.
That's a 4.
You don't hear anything. It's just a tree.
It's just a tree. Sylvia's gonna walk back to her bike. I'm gonna leave.
Cool. Where do you go after that?
See, Victoria wants to go to see Penny. Sylvia doesn't know Penny exists.
I mean, I feel like you would. The Illumination Emporium is not like hidden from the world. It straight up is just like a shop on Main Street, or off of Main Street. I mean, your mom has probably gone and gotten her tarot read there.
Okay. We'll head there.
Yeah, you head to Penny to the Illumination Emporium. It's open, and currently there's no one in it except like, you know, a very nice looking old woman behind the counter. She's got like reading glasses perched on her nose and a book open.
Sylvia's gonna just like walk up to her. You do tarot readings, right?
Oh, yeah, I do. Would you like a reading?
Yeah. Can the readings like help someone find out information?
I mean, if the information is like, you know, searching for yourself and maybe a little bit of direction for the future, yes. But I mean, like, also there are other things I can do if you're not sort of looking for spiritual advice, but something more specific.
Yeah. There's like someone I'm looking for, but I don't really know where to start. I found like a tree in the forest. And that, it sounds weird and very unrelated, doesn't it?
Well, who are you looking for?
Blackwell?
See that Penny's face sort of changes. She's very like smiling, very open, welcoming, and then her brow sort of furrows and she narrows her eyes at you and she says, "Why are you looking for them?"
A friend asked for help in finding them. I don't really know why they want them, but they seemed kind of desperate.
She looks around, store's empty, and she goes over to the front door and flips the sign to closed, and says, "Here, come into the back with me."
Okay. Sylvie's gonna follow.
She takes you back into like, the little room with like a table and some armchairs like lined with books. And she sits down and gestures for you to sit down across from her. And she stares at you and says, "Do you have any idea what your friend wants?"
No. They're in like a rough spot with their family, I guess. Like, I guess this person or thing could help them and their family out of it.
How much do you trust them?
My friend?
Yeah, she nods.
A lot.
I like to keep tabs on the things that happen in my town. And that includes knowing about the people that live here. I don't know why your friend is looking for the Blackwells, but there is nothing they can do that would help them.
What do you mean?
I don't like to generalize about people, because everyone is capable of change, but some families are cursed with dark and terrible fates, and the Blackwells are one such family. And unless your friend is in need of an apocalypse, I would suggest that you tell them to stay away from them and asking about it.
So the Blackwells are cursed with being the apocalypse?
I mean, that's one way to put it.
So then, like, they are still in town?
I don't know if the Blackwells are here or not. I mean, I can make guesses, and if I had to guess, I'd say yes, because she sort of just like gestures to the air and says, the long winter, everything. But some people are better at covering their tracks than others. So all I have is guesses.
Where were they when they were in town?
Oh, I don't know. They haven't been here before. This is just, but I can guess that they are.
So they haven't been here before, but you keep tabs on those the people and things that happen in town. So they're a new thing here.
Silvia, if I had to chance a guess at what you came here looking for, I'd say that your friend maybe isn't your friend. Maybe more like family. And they've put you up to something. And I understand. I understand wanting to do what your family asks of you, but I need you to listen to me when I say, stay away from this.
Okay. Whatever. Silvia is gonna get up to leave. Is Penny gonna watch Silvia leave? And like see Silvia out?
Yeah.
And Silvia swipe a book off the shelf without Penny seeing.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll for anything? Or do I just get a book?
You just get a book.
Okay.
Yeah, you grab a book. Penny shows you to the dorm, flips the sign back to open, and she says, before you can leave, she says, listen, Silvia, sometimes when people ask us to do things and they make unreasonable demands, no matter who they are, it is okay to say no.
Okay. Can I try to mesmerize Penny?
Sure.
Crap, that's a 3.
She just pats your cheek and says, that won't work on me.
Okay. Silvia is gonna hop on the bike and just ride it, like, down a couple blocks, turn a corner, down another couple blocks, and then stop and look at the book she grabbed.
You grab a book and you see that it's like very nice, like leather bound, sort of heavy, and like old, like leather bound. And you see that as you, like on the cover, like sort of carved into the leather is like this, it almost looks like runic, this tree with its branches and its roots that meet together in like a circle around it. And this is sort of like the tree of life symbol.
All right. We're gonna go back to the Blackwell tree in the woods.
You go back to the Blackwell tree. What do you do?
We're gonna sit at the base of it and look through the book and see if there's anything to help with, like, summoning something, I guess.
Now you can roll to gaze into the abyss. And now you can use your 2 moves if you would like.
Yes. Beautiful, because that ends up being a 7.
Total? Like with the
I
harm to
6.
give you 2?
Yeah, I rolled a 6.
God.
-1 plus 2.
Oh my god. Okay.
So we take 1 harm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So do you want to use stock with this roll?
Let's not use stock right now. Let's wait on that one.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So what are you looking for exactly in this book?
Basically a spell or something like that that could help, like, summon Blackwell, basically.
Okay. To summon Blackwell. Okay. Yeah. You flip through this book, and man, there's like a lot in here. It's not even like, at first glance, like when you start like flipping through the pages, like these old like paper, like thin, like kind of like Bible thin, like pages that like are very, very like delicate and thin. And it seems to be like some kind of like, just like a sort of a collection of stories, and tales, like Norse tales. You recognize, Jormungandr, Thor, Loki, Fenris. All these like tales, like, and stories about Ragnarok, of course. And there are also some spells in there, runes, things that like witches might be able to use, stuff that you don't really know how to parse. But towards the back of the book, there's more stuff about Ragnarok. And you're looking around for something, anything that like will give you some sort of like pointer to like find Blackwell. And you find, you know, stuff about Ragnarok, and in particular, something to know about Ragnarok that you learn from this book is that 3 long winters usually mark the arrival of Ragnarok. And there's also like stuff in here that you're fairly familiar with some Norse mythology, and there's some stuff in here that you've actually never heard of before. Something, I don't know, new to like the lexicon. But you see that a mention of like an heir to Fenrir or Fenris, someone that will free him, and the words used exactly is, when the blood of the wolf has awoken their doom.
Okay.
And the last little thing I'll give you, as you sit next to this tree, your back up against it as you flip through the book, is you read these like last couple of pages about Fenrir's heir and the person who's going to free him. And you hear from the tree behind you the sound of chains rattling and the growl of a wolf. That's where we're gonna end our session today. This episode featured Catherine Rarrett as the Master of Ceremonies, Percival Walter as Lucian Astor, Quinn Borzin as Eden Grace, Arcadia Reeves as Cassie Rodriguez, Casey Fleming as Starfire Miller, Karina Revilla as Cesar Rodriguez-Reyes, Victoria Nielsen as Silvia Strisciante, and Saffron Heftigaub as Stephanie Chaplin. The Valkyrie cycle is co-directed by Catherine Rarrett and Saffron Heftigaub and produced by Casey Fleming. This season's editing team includes Catherine Rarrett, Karina Revilla, Casey Fleming, Sola Heftigaub, and Saffron Heftigaub. Music for the Valkyrie cycle was composed by Haley Adams and Quinn Borzin, art was created by Arcadia Reeves, and our social media team is run by Fabiola Liano. Additional sound effects are sourced from freesound.org and zapsplat.com under the Creative Commons Attribution License. For a full list of credits, please visit our website at midnightceremoniesmedia.com. Again, that's midnightceremoniesmedia.com. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to leave us a review and tell your friends, as word of mouth is one of the best ways to support the show. We appreciate all your support, and thank you so much for listening.
Proud member of the Rainbow Roll Network. Rainbow Roll.
Our stories, our voices.